This video is sponsored by Incogni. After 14 weeks of growth, Mum finally brings you into the world. But it's going to be another few before you get to see it. Weighing less than a loaf of bread, you come packaged in coarse woolly fur with your eyes sealed shut. The only thing you can do is hope that whatever you're being force-fed is good for you. 2 weeks later, your eyelids start to peel open, revealing that you're not the only new kid on the block. That's your sister, the other half of Mum's 2-cub litter. After a month, Mum starts to feel a pinch when you eat, and after another, you're able to walk along after her. But you're not quite ready to leave the den yet. Upon Mum's return, she brings you your first meat to try, and as a male, you take this as an opportunity to establish your dominance. You run over to eat first, and as your sister approaches, you kick up a fuss, launching at her and roaring. Sort of. Guess you can share it this one time. At 5 to 6 months old, you're now fully weaned, and are heading out to learn all the vital survival skills needed for life in the rainforest. Mum just wants you to watch for now. Oh, who's this? Maybe it's your dad. I'm sure he's been dying to meet you all this time. He's probably had to be away for work or something, but looks like he wants to hang out now. Cool. He's made you both a nice bubble bath. The outside world isn't so scary. Looks like Mum's coming to join in. She seems panicked. Probably didn't want to miss out on all the fun. Oh, now they're both leaving. A short while later, Mum returns, and it's time to go back to the den. Now that you're older, when Mum gives you both some dinner, there's no chance you're sharing. You quickly pounce and drag it to the corner, upping the aggression to scare off your sister. But she's not quite ready to submit yet. The fights are getting more vicious as you grow, but she still manages her share. After a year of training at around 16 months old, you're finally ready to have a go at hunting by yourself. Mum's still knocking about for backup though. You're now around 50% larger than your sister, so when the matter of sharing a meal rises, she finally acknowledges your superiority, only sneaking in when you finished for a snack. You've got all the skills needed for survival in the forest, but could still do with a bit more mass, so you hang around till you're both around 2 years old when you're happy to see the last of each other. Although you're now independent, as a male it's still another year of finding your footing till you hit maturity between 3 and 4 years old. You are now an adult Jaguar. Pronounced Jaguar if you're British, and Jaguar if you're from a different region of the world that has developed slightly different dialect thus pronunciation over time, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. You've recently decided to settle down in a new territory that provides everything you could need in the world, and you're just on your way to get a snack. After heading down to the nearby river, you find a cozy spot and tie your bait to the line. You have the shortest tail of any big cat at around 25 inches, but you know how to use it. By tapping against the surface of the water, you spark enough curiosity in some of the local residents for them to swim towards their demise. With your belly full, you find a nice branch to perch down on and clock in for some of your 10 hours a day of sleep. The next day as the sun rises, you're feeling good, excited for your favourite part of the day. Who is that? Not in your territory. As a display of aggression, you puff up your appearance, square up and give them an earful of growling, only to receive the same in return. They think just because they have an overproduction of melanin in their fur, they can take over your land. They're still just a Jaguar. You'll show them. After battling it out, you both come to the conclusion that you're evenly matched, and this isn't getting you anywhere. There's only one way to settle it. You'll have to prove who is the most prolific predator, thus most deserving of the territory. This is definitely what happens. You head into the forest in search of your first kill. That should be all you need to beat this guy. After a one-shot sneak attack, you return to show off your trophy. Oh. That's much bigger than yours. Must have gotten lucky. You can't always help what comes in your path. Still, if you're going to win, you're going to have to up your game. Stealth is paramount to your success, and one way you stay as invisible as possible is with Incogni, today's video sponsor. With the number of worldwide data breaches rising every year, and data brokers legally selling your data to anyone who asks, your on and offline privacy can easily be at risk. This can lead to anything from identity theft, scams and spam, to those annoying calls that have made answering the phone an obsolete method of communication. As the issues persist, you decide to try manually requesting data deletion yourself. But then remember you only have a 12 to 15 year lifespan, so don't have time. Instead, you make an Incogni account, sharing the bare minimum personal information necessary after finding out they're independently verified to actually remove data. You authorize Incogni to legally contact the hundreds of their known data brokers automatically, removing your data from those who shouldn't have it. As you're on the unlimited plan, you even send some extra links to more websites you found to request a custom data removal. Although this won't work for those old photos on Mum's Facebook account, you're still happy with the results, meaning you're very happy that you got the annual plan for 60% off using the code JamesToland through the link incogni.com/JamesToland in this video's description. And the best bit, this is open to everyone, so go and check it out after the video. You prowl through the forest with your eyes peeled and your ears open, looking for any sign of a target. Similarly to a leopard, you have spots and rosettes, though your rosettes have more spots in the middle that all serve to break up your outline for camouflage in the forest. There we go. That's a heftier target. The name Jaguar is thought to derive from the indigenous word Jaguar or Jaguar, meaning something like to kill with one leap, which unsurprisingly is all you need before you can bring them back to show off. Seriously? A giant one? Right, back to work. After finishing up your kill, you wander around the territory looking for another, till you're rudely interrupted by a foul odour. The cheek. It's not over yet, they shouldn't be marking the area. You'll just leave your own claw marks in chemical warfare as well. There's something over there. Well, it's not going to win you the competition, but you do have to take every opportunity you have out here, as you never know when you'll get another. It's on the move. Better follow quietly. It's still going. Gotta stay patient though. Now where's it off? This is a lot of work for such a small snack. Never mind. That's more like it. How could you forget? They're your favourite, and a good size too. A way you differ from leopards is you're not afraid to get a little wet. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You love being in the water, and the effect the sunlight has on the surface means your pattern blends in nicely. As well as serving as a method to get close to your prey, this has the added benefit of cooling you off before you spring into action. The capybara is none the wiser as you slowly approach along the riverbank. Other big cats will usually go for soft spots like the neck to suffocate and bleed out their prey, but you don't deal with that nonsense. In a swift motion, you pierce your 4 sharp canines through the temporal bones of their skull, breaking the jaw and piercing the brain for an instant kill. At least they never had to know they were about to die. You holding them in your mouth like this isn't just silly animation, it's something you can comfortably do before you truckle 60 kilos back across the river. Not bad for something only weighing around 90 kilos. You head back confident that you've done enough to win the competition, only to find that you're still lagging behind. Bet you didn't see that one coming. To finish off your meal, you first find a nice secluded spot. You've got 30 teeth total, with the front 12 in scissors and canines tearing up the meat to be ground down by the molars in the back. But you're not done there. To make sure nothing goes to waste, your tongue has sharp pointed bumps to sandpaper them down to the bone. Several days later, when hunger strikes again, you head out for a nighttime stroll. After travelling nearly 6 miles in the 50 square mile territory, you happen across a female marsh deer, the largest deer species in town. This will secure the win. A mirror-like structure in the back of your eye reflects light back to your retina, giving you built-in night vision, perfect for a precise strike. As dawn approaches, you're again feeling confident, only to be crushed. That one's a larger male. What are you to do? Every time you get some hope, they one-up you. Gotta just keep going, I guess. Oh, didn't see you there. Then again, they haven't seen you either. Right, that should definitely do the trick. Or not. At minimum, that means you're still evenly matched, but they'd probably argue that's a double kill. If they were here. Guess they don't even have the decency to show up anymore. Well, if that's the way it's going to be, you're just going to crack on as if it's your own territory anyway. No, that's not the way you actually eat them. You stroll around the territory, dropping your scents and dishing out some A-grade chat in hopes of finding a mate. Oh, there's one over there. That's strange, you didn't hear her calling back. She doesn't seem that interested. Fine, whatever. Life's too short for all that. What's this? You can't help but feel an overwhelming urge to go and murder both of them. Oh, look who's perked up a bit. A few hours later, you're absolutely shattered and fancy a quick nap. After you wake up, you're all ready to go again. Wait, where's she gone? After looking around, you find no trace of her in sight. Strange. That wasn't enough to guarantee a litter. You need to be hitting high double digits a day for the best part of a week. Something doesn't add up here. Oh, that's sneaky. To cool off, you head down to the river to take it out on some innocents. Your adept swimming abilities extend to underwater, giving you a few extra options when it comes to nutrition. Instead of dishing out some kind of kilonewton PSI measurement that means nothing to either of us, I'll just say your bite force is about 10 to 15 times stronger than a human, making crushing straight through the hard shells of turtles a non-issue. Same goes for tough hides armoured with bony plates. The downsides of being cold-blooded have left them susceptible, so you calmly swim over till you're within striking distance, making sure to stay in their blind spot. Your compact skull structure concentrates more muscle into a smaller volume, coupled with your shorter snout earns you the title of strongest bite force for weight of all big cats. A 200 kilo tiger is still going to be stronger in absolute terms. Either way, it's enough to pierce the thick hide then skull of another top predator in your environment with just one bite. After carrying all 50 kilos through the river and forest, you return to show off your trophy. Looks like no one's showing up. You might have the win. Unless... These are some big markings. They're getting larger. Must have something big planned. As the wet season begins, you stodge around, looking for something to get you through it. It will be harder to get food for a few months, so it might be worth going big. Something like the largest animal in South America, perhaps. Sounds like a plan. You don't want to alert them with all this squelching, though. You have an idea. You contract muscles in your toes to extend your retractable claws, helping you firmly grip on as you climb to an aerial advantage. They're around double your size at nearly 200 kilos, but it doesn't matter how big you are, a skull's still a skull. Ezio would be proud. Grr, the rain's really starting to come down, and you don't want your meal getting all soggy. Suppose that would work. After showing off the peak capabilities of your strength, you relax and get some energy back, but your mind soon turns to business. Whatever they have planned, there's nothing bigger to hunt than this, so you drag your prey back to end the debate once and for all and claim your territory unchallenged. They're still not showing up, but the markings are still fresh. Come on, face you. You're ready. What's going on? Something doesn't add up here. And what's that smell? Oh no, that's not what you expected. They've been here a while too. What could have done this? It's your dad, possibly. He must have gotten rid of your nemesis. What a great guy. You knew he was always looking out for you. Come over here and give you a hug. You have absolutely no idea what that is, but you think run. Wonder what effect this will have on you. Hey, it's your father, possibly. Bet he's here to help you win the competition. Don't forget to check out Incogni through the link incogni.com/James Toland in the description, using the code James Toland to get 60% off an annual plan.